Yeah. You want to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, episode 3.
Episode 3. The Girl of Steel. What'd you think?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Kugisaki. Looking at her name right now. I'm trying to remember names.
Kugisaki. Kugisaki Nobara.
Oh, yeah.
That's her name. She comes from the countryside.
I do love that they just like shit on the countryside.
Oh.
That's my favorite part of when an author, you can tell when like a city guy is shitting on the country and when a country guy is shitting on the city.
I wonder if, I mean, there's always this like distinction between city people and country people, and city people always look down upon people in the country, and people in the country are like, you city people are weird with your fucking liberal ideas. I wonder if that's how it is in Japan as well. It feels like that's what they're alluding to.
Yeah, it kind of made it seem like they were like xenophobic or kind of.
So, spoiler alert, you've been warned. In this episode, we're introduced to Kugisaki, who is from the countryside, and she always wanted to live in Tokyo, and she was super excited to get there and explore Tokyo, but she's Go-Go? What's his name?
Gojo.
Gojo. I said Go-Go.
Go-Go.
Go-Go. Yeah, that's a whole different manga. It's an entirely different show.
Go-Go Kaisen.
Go-Go Kaisen. He was like, actually, we're going to take you on a mission because I want to see how crazy you are. Basically, you wanted to see if she had the mental fortitude to be in the crew. Basically. Which was interesting. I thought that was a little twist. I thought it was going to be like a dumb filler episode and then with a fight at the end. But it was actually pretty cool to check out her backstory in like a way where it's like, no, I just hate the countryside.
Yeah, that's the only reason why she's in the city.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't want to. Well, I thought it was actually kind of a nice little bit of imagery when it shows the sign on the bridge. I mean, I don't know how it might be a little on the nose, but it's like this bridge is like not out of use because of deterioration. And it's like, oh, she just didn't want to do that. She didn't want to like go out of use, just wasting away in the countryside. Like the bridge.
Yeah, she was like, I mean, I feel like every person who like moves to a big city has those kind of feelings of like where they're from. Like I like growing up, I was like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here somehow. Like my whole plan was like, I'm gonna move to New York or LA, something like just to get the fuck out of this like boring ass town. And it's not even like the people; it's just that, like there's certain things you just can't do. Yeah, and in a smaller city, in a smaller town. So you just got to get the fuck out. Or you could stay and ride away like a bridge.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens to everyone in the countryside. Yeah. This is what it's saying.
I think the lesson of this episode was burn your bridges.
Burn your bridges. Yeah. Abandon your family.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She doesn't think very highly of Yuji, which I thought was very funny. Yeah. She doesn't think very highly of any of the characters. She immediately jumps to is like, I think you guys are all dumb. Now take me to the best sushi spot. Yeah, what were we going to say?
I don't know what I was going to say. I did love that Gojo Sensei in appearance and in like ethics is like reverse Kakashi.
Yeah.
So he puts his mask on his eyes. And,
that's a really good point.
And he's also like, I want to see how crazy you are, not the power of friendship or whatever.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point.
Yeah.
And I love her powers. She uses a nail and a hammer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, you would be either the best or the worst person at TaskRabbit. I'm like, I don't know if you could mount my TV or you would leave a hole in my wall.
Yeah. Well, you can't stiff her, else she'll put a voodoo doll on your face and hammer a nail through it. And you're like, oh no.
Yeah. I just feel like that like she would just like come through and like there's got to be a moment where we see her at like a woodworking shop class and she's just so fucking good at it. And the teacher's like, I have nothing to teach you. Yuji got a sword. It's called the Slaughter Demon Sword.
Yeah, just a nice butcher's knife or whatever. Yeah.
I was just like, wow, they use a lot of restraint. Like usually anime swords are fucking gigantic. Specifically someone that strong too. You're like, oh, he's gonna carry like a Atsa kind of sword, like that's just huge. It's like no human being could actually hold on to it.
Yeah.
But his sword's just like there. It's like, just very like not assuming.
Yeah, it's like a nice little was it a cleaver? That's
yeah.
It's just, and it's he can still jump around in hallways and stuff.
He's very parkourish. It's like I do parkour, but like I kill demons too.
Yeah, I do love the way he fights. He's always like flipping around.
He's always yeah. He's always like bouncing from side to side. It's almost like Gran Torino and My Hero.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Yeah, like just like bouncing off walls and like just slicing people.
Yeah.
I low key at one point was just like, well, this demon has no chance. Like this demon is just like stuck and it's just like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
yeah. You literally had a oh no. I'm getting sliced.
Getting sliced up. Dude, just mind his business. Just cursing a building.
Yeah. I like too how they were talking about the population, how it affects the strength of the demons, and like how like demons are in the countryside, or like since there's not a lot of people, there's less of them and they're less powerful. But in the city, the real demons are that's where the strongest demons are.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like more cunning.
Yeah. I just think that's interesting. It's like, hey man, if you gotta go to New York. You gotta go to Tokyo if you want to be a real real curse destroyer.
I want to see that show where where a curse has to move to the big city and to become a
curse. Is like, I've spent a lot of time just killing people in the countryside, and they're like, hey man, like just live here. You'll have a life, wife and settle down. Enough people to kill here.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you got to go to the big city.
I gotta hit it big and take a little boy hostage in an abandoned building.
Speaking of that little boy, scarred for life.
Yeah, this is big. Well, I love that at the ending, he's just like, all right, see you later.
I live over here.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, he'll get home.
That kid can never go into a department store ever again.
Yeah,
he's gonna be terrified of mannequins.
That's right.
He's just gonna be like freaked out every time he sees like an open display in a window shop. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I almost died from one of those. What a poor kid.
Yeah, until a crazy lady with a hammer and nails launched nails across the room and killed him.
And then she didn't even really save me. This other guy broke through a wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
And then he sliced the eye off of a demon that had its nail by my neck.
Yeah. Dude, that demon's I don't even know what its plan was. He just grabs a kid, and he just starts laughing.
He's laughing.
Like he's not trying to get away. He's just like
And he did, that demon for sure had a pedophile mustache. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this demon is fucking creep.
Yeah.
Yo, this demon is like what would happen if Ned Flanders met a Shinigami. It was so just like, I'm gonna diddle this little boy.
It's like no.
Yeah, I thought it was a really fun episode. I think it was a cool. Now the trio is assembled. We have our crew, and a really good balance. Like Yuji's definitely the wild canon. I think the other guy's name is Isha.
I
want to make sure I get this name right. Megumi.
Right.
Megumi Fushiguro. I think he's kind of like the more tamed, like academic kind of guy. And I'm forgetting her name. I should know her name.
Oh, Kugisaki.
Nabara. She I feel like is the like the silly one.
Yeah.
That gets angry all the time. She kind of like has Bakugo energy, if anything.
A little bit. Yeah.
She's just mad about everything. I'm like, oh, I like this. I think there's more to explore with her backstory too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're kind of good. They actually do remind me a lot of Team 7 in Naruto. A little bit.
That's a good point too.
Yeah. I think she's got a little bit of like inner Sakura vibes.
Yeah.
Who's always angry. I dig it. And again, it was just very funny. The whole way through, Gojo taking him on a field trip.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Do you think going back to Nobara, do you think that her past with her friend Saro-chan is going to come back up?
Yeah, I imagine what's her face is like dead or is like fused with the curse or something, and it's just gonna come up in a solo episode with her.
Because there's like this one specific moment where they showed like her body and her head was cut off, kind of.
Yeah, she looked like a mannequin.
So I was just like, oh, I wonder if this is like alluding to something or foreshadowing something that's gonna happen in the future.
I rewound that a couple times because I couldn't tell if they were just like foreshadowing, or if I missed something. I think they're just foreshadowing something, or maybe it's just like imagery.
I love that they're like, yo, we don't like your views, so that's why they made her leave. So I'm like, what are her views? Like that she was in the countryside.
Well, I think they moved to like fix the highways or something, and then like the people there were like, we hate our highways.
Yeah, we don't want no stinking highways here.
we our bridges burned down. All right, we don't give a shit.
If the bridge goes, so do we. Okay.
If we're cut off, we're cut off.
We're cut off. Fuck you. Go back to the city. Stay out. And take your pastries with you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was just trying to do
just give you a bridge of pastries.
Just trying to fix your highways.
Yeah,
give you
like,
some.
Get your liberal views out of here. Okay.
What are these macaroons? Fuck out of here.
They hate macaroons in the countryside, apparently. Yeah. I'm super. The next episode looks pretty cool. Looks like there's going to be a kind of a team up. You get to probably see like they have to work together. That's what I'm guessing. I haven't read the manga. Don't know where it's going. But
all we see is there's a giant fetus floating over a prison.
Yes.
So
that can't be good.
I'm in.
Anytime a fetus shows up at a prison and it's floating, can't be good.
Let's get the pro-lifers up at a. They're going to get me a little upset about this one.
Listen, prison is not a choice, but life is. I'm something I noticed in the closing theme. I was like, oh, I didn't notice this before, but it's kind of like a TikTok dance challenge, outfit dance challenge.
I wrote that down too. I love the ending.
I love the ending. Yeah, I never really like sat through and watched it. I was like, oh, the ending is like kind of like this like cool outfit, like they're shopping.
Yeah,
you gotta see them on their day off kind of thing.
They all are wearing like their cool like oversized clothes and like they're like going like on a shopping spree.
Yeah, it was like a fun like dance. You saw a little bit more of the panda. I'm like, all right, there's a story here.
The panda's doing something.
The panda needs to fucking show up.
I'm ready for it, and I don't think we're gonna get it in the next couple episodes.
I think we're not seeing the panda. My bet is not before episode 10, which is fine. There's 24 episodes, so
oh, it is.
Yeah, I checked. It's
That's
24
good.
episodes.
Okay.
So I think we'll get the panda episode 10 is my guess.
Yeah, whenever this, I bet you like this arc sort of like resolves whatever this next one is, which I imagine will be the first like multi-episode thing. And then we might get some like the extended cast of characters.
Yeah, I think it's good they're doing the slow build. I think as opposed to like just throwing it all in and like being like figure it out and being messy. I think they're taking their time with it, which is what I really like in an anime. Yeah, and like in a show in general, like just like the world building is slow and not just throwing you in there and getting you so confused. Like what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, because I think that this is one that's I think it's going for the long haul. I think it wants to be a longer show. Yeah. And it's already, 100 something chapters. So
I think it's definitely something I'm going to pick up once the season's over. I think the same goes for Demon Slayer when that comes back as well. I think I'm going to pick that up as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much left.
Yeah.
So